Welcome to episode 2 of our overland adventure exploring Baja California. Good morning. It is Saturday. We wild camped last night in a wide spot in the road. Today we're going to try to find the cave paintings and also head to a mission and then over to the Bay of LA and south. Hopefully today goes good. Well, we didn't get very far up the road from our campsite and when we came across this sign and a locked gate with a warning sign, so we're not going to the cave paintings. So to get out of here, we had to turn around on this narrow road. Charles is in the process of disconnecting his trailer.
Watch my back end for me.
Okay,
You go a little more forward and I go right.
you can come forward a little bit. Good.
Yeah, let's go through.
Crank it around. Charles got his bison turned around on a narrow track after several back and forths. So we manhandled the trailer and got it rotated 180 degrees, and Charles is going to get it hooked back up here. We turned off the road that was leading us to the Monte de Veo cave paintings. Now we're headed down to Mission San Francisco de Borja. Typical Mexican road sign. We are still on the way to the mission and climbing up into the mountains. Lots of different kinds of cactus plants, as well as what looks like trees, but I'm not sure if they're a tree or if they're a cactus. Welcome to the Mission San Francisco de Borja. The Jesuits founded the mission in 1762. The mission was abandoned in 1818 after the native population was decimated by European diseases. The mission continues to be used as a church to this day.
San Francisco de Borja, Católico, abajo.
That's the same.
Católica.
Okay to go?
Sí, vamos.
The Dominicans constructed the stone mission in 1801 after the Franciscans were expelled from Mexico in 1773.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Beautiful. No, I mean, like you said, here's the same thing right here. This one, maybe they call it. They're Dominican? Okay.
Dominican.
That's their stamp. Okay, I got it. I didn't know that.
The Franciscans built the original adobe mission in 1768. Well, the mission is very impressive. Glad we came out here. The Jose, who was our tour guide, very knowledgeable about the mission. He's also the one that's restoring it. And they still have festivals out here. There's one that they have once a year where the Padre from Guerra Negra comes in and everybody in the area shows up. And they still do baptisms here. And now we're heading back across the same road. It would take us about an hour and a half to get to the main road. And then we'll go to Bay of LA and hit the taco stand. Almost back to the road, main highway. Probably about a mile, I think. And we are back on the road, headed to Bay of LA. We're just about to the Bay of Los Angeles. Here's the entrance structure. It looks like a couple giant sails. Entrance structures are a common sight when entering towns in Mexico. We're going to go down here and take a right.
In the summertime, they get a little bit of a fleet of yachts out here, sailboats.
We took some time to admire the view and take some photographs. Well, definitely a beautiful place.
There's a mosquito, 33
We came off the road, a little side trip here. Charles is not telling me what we're going to find. Looks like some sort of a bunker.
We think it's a dynamite shack.
Okay. Could be a prison.
No, that's what everybody first thought, but it really isn't.
Okay. And that's the inside. We think it might be a dynamite shack, is what Charles said. But why would a dynamite shack have windows in it? I'm seeing these signs all the way along here, and this must be part of a race course that they have set up. Someplace up ahead is Charles, and our left turn to Las Animas. And here's our left turn. Las Animas.
Okay.
Well, it's nice to be on a sandy road instead of a rocky road. Charles said the last couple times you've been through here, you've seen horses. Yeah, this looks like it's pretty soft sand in here.
The horses are right here. Couple to the right.
Oh yeah.
So slow so I don't spook them. They're looking at us. I'm sure they're used to seeing people come down through here.
Yeah. Oh, there's 3 of them there. They look pretty good. I can start seeing the bay. Oh, we're close. Just that the road wanders all over the place out here. And here's where we're staying tonight. We woke up the next morning to the sound of waves lapping on the beach and the birds in a feeding frenzy. Right there, this one, right there. Boom, boom, boom. The local fisherman coming home with his morning's catch. Another couple that were camped at the far end of the beach hired the fishermen to take them out for a ride. We spent 2 relaxing, sunny, warm days watching the surf roll in and enjoying the views of the bay. We found out that the fishermen's primary business was capturing tropical fish to sell in the U.S. market. There are all sorts of broken seashells on this part of the beach. Good morning. We are leaving Las Animas, headed for San Rafael, and then we'll spend the night at San Francisco. Probably have lunch in San Rafael and say goodbye to this beautiful beach. Looks like you could definitely get confused and lost out here trying to find any place when there's a bunch of tracks go off in different directions. We are back on the main road, headed for San Rafael. Hi.
I'm from Baja, Los Angeles.
English?
Yeah?
English, yeah.
Baja, Los Angeles.
Bay of Los Angeles? Hang on a minute, Charles.
Hi.
Okay. So you want to go here?
Baja, Los Angeles. Yeah. It's 2 hours ago.
It's about 30 miles. Okay. Okay. About 2 hours.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Yeah. Well, that couple was from Switzerland. And they were asking how the road was going north. They're going to Bay of LA.
gonna go out here, then we're gonna walk to the right here up over this mountain, try to get up on the plateau, and then head down towards San Rafael. We're getting kind of close, but we're getting close.
Oh yeah. Ooh, boy, is that nice. Well, at some point, when I wasn't paying attention, the desert plants changed. No more of the tall cactus, I think they're called cordon or something like that. And no more of the tall trees. Now we're back into acatillos and scrub brush. The island is a nature preserve. Boy, every time you come around the corner, there's another great view. We are just outside of San Rafael, up on top of the hill before we drop down. Some sort of little structure, probably a shrine. Lots of small shrines in Mexico on the side of the road or in cities. Hundreds of shells. And a couple more skeletons.
I don't know if you heard me, but you notice how the desert's changed?
Yeah.
There's a couple of big cargoes down in the valley there. I thought ran into two cows that jumped out in front of me.
I didn't see those.
No, they took off. Young, they weren't full size yet, but they were pretty spicy. Right? So we've got this solid.
Doing a little hike here just before lunch. Headed down to this beach. Oh, looks like somebody is camped down here. Interesting flat rock shelf right here. Fish bones. Crab shells, big crab shells. And the seagulls are watching us, wondering what the heck we're doing. Very nice shell with some really good color in it.
This one's pretty nice too, but it's not near the color.
Lots of broken shells.
Here's another.
This one's interesting. Here's another one with some really nice color on the outside.
Is it interesting?
I think
Is that abalone or not?
no, I think it's a piece of coral.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Coming up to a milepost marker on our right. It says 75. I said milepost, kilometer post marker. And from Bay of LA. That puts us at Bay of LA. We saw a sign that said 132 kilometers to San Francisco. So that puts us at 58 kilometers, I guess, about, to San Francisco from here. We made the turn onto the main road to San Francisco. Coming up to a T in the road. Lots of signs.
There'll be a sign that goes off towards Alvarado and check the El Arco off here another mile or two.
Yeah, that said 15 kilometers to San Francisco. Coming up to another road sign.
Okay, this is the road to the right to El Arco. This is the one we gotta go on the way out.
Puerto San Francisco. Beachfront camping hot showers.
on the porch sleeping. Let's get on, we'll talk.
Copy that. After we paid for camping, we drove past the shower building to get to the beach. The bay faces north, so the wind was coming directly at the beach. And here's where I'm camped tonight. Next to this little shed, where the shed gives us a little bit of a windbreak. Very windy here. Basically, the wind is coming from the north and it just funnels into this little cove. Pelicans are just diving in for dinner. There are just clamshells all over the place up this hill. There's some more egrets, or at least they look like egrets. Yep. Well, here's my camp stove. It's a Coleman Fire Major is what that is. And tonight for dinner we're having sauteed onions and burgers. Okay, so I've got the onions on the burger buns. Just waiting for the rice to get warm. It's Tuesday. We are leaving San Francisco, headed for El Arco and see if we can find the cave paintings in that area. We made the turnoff to El Arco. Well, the road is smoothed out quite a bit, which I'm glad of. Looks like we're back into mountains made of boulders. They're just heaped up in a pile, all different sizes. Pedro Blanca. There's a restaurant, cabins, trailers, camps, phone and internet, cave painting tours, horse rides, cold drinks, and gas. Keep that one in mind for another time. We are close to the cave paintings. They're going to be in that, from what I understand, in the cliff face to the right. Charles just found the road.
Just at the end of the road. I'm going to kind of go around on the loop here, and I can back in here, I think.
These are interesting. Well, someplace up on this rock face is a cave. It has paintings in it.
I'm a little disappointed.
And we can't find it. Well, we're looking for the cave painting and not having much luck. But the view down into the valley is pretty good. These little guys are just hugging the ground. They're gorgeous. And more little ground flowers. Well, the cave paintings turned out to be a bust. Got back there, hiked around, followed tracks, looked at the side of the cliff, and could not find it. So right now we're going to backtrack about 5 miles to the ranch. And you never know what you're going to come across in Baja. Gorgeous truck. And the inside looks just as good as the outside. Got information, and supposedly the cave is
But you
right.
think when I'm thinking the guys, the footprints we followed, didn't know what the hell they were looking for.
So we're going to go back and try to see if we can find the cave paintings again. Okay, we are back on the road to the cave paintings. I'll try this one more time. So I was headed back to the car and came across this footpath. Very plain, and I bet it leads to the cave.
Come here, look at that. Looks like an iguana or a lizard or something. And the big thing about this one is the hands.
Yeah, this is a pretty amazing cave painting.
Yeah, oh yeah. Nothing like it in North America, but right here, I tell you. Okay, I don't want to get in your view. Then you get these
Yeah.
these guys look like ghosts with the red and the black. I think that was just a highlight. Wow. I mean, looks like they got a little path over here to the right. I don't think there's any more, but you never know. I don't want to come up here and say we would have, could have, should have, right?
Right. I'm glad we found it. Boy, this is a gorgeous view from up here.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
You know, I'm really glad we came this time of year because the flowers are in bloom. After climbing back down, we set up camp and enjoyed the rest of the evening. Be sure to join us in the next episode where we cross the peninsula to watch the whales and their calves.